Hello, guys, once again, welcome back to the Baby Girl Diaries. I am your host, Antoinette Chabaru. I hope you all had a good week, a good productive week. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on social anxiety. I'm guessing some of you have heard of it, but may not know what it is exactly. So I've done all of that for you, and I discovered that according to NHS UK, social anxiety disorder is an overwhelming fear of being in social environment or situations such as meeting or speaking to people. It's also known as social phobia. It's normal to have stress here and there. It's normal. It's part of being human. But social anxiety is slightly different. Let's start with the symptoms of social anxiety. Actually, before I continue, if I say a few of the symptoms here, don't worry. It doesn't automatically mean you have social anxiety. You have to be clinically diagnosed with social anxiety with the help of mental health specialists. And just to make things clear, I know there are some people who are naturally shy, but this is not social anxiety. It gets deeper than that. Normally, people with social anxiety tend to be extremely worried about the future and their past social events. By future events, I mean they worry that, for example, if they have an interview in a few days, they might be worried that they will not answer the questions well enough, or how many people will be there to interview them. Because in some interviews, actually, they have like 5 people literally sitting there and waiting for you to answer the questions. So it can be quite intimidating. And yeah, so there'll be, you might have social anxiety once again, according to NHS UK 2020, or anxiety in general, if you avoid or worry a lot about social events or social activities such as group conversations, eating with people, and party gatherings. However, I want to talk about my personal experience with my anxiety, but I haven't been clinically diagnosed with it. I'll probably say my anxiety started in school. Mine is so annoying. I will just call my anxiety she. Yeah, let's just call her that. And just to make things clear, social anxiety is no joke, but I want to be more positive about mine. She pops up pretty much every day, and before I even leave the house, she's already telling me to prepare for the worst day ahead. I'm like, girl, why? Like, I'm absolutely fine. Like, calm down. You're going outside to see new great people. Like, where is this coming from? The moment I step out, she's like everything. She's just like everyone in Eastbourne is watching you. They can see you. Sometimes I'm like, first of all, that's impossible. And second of all, even if they did, doesn't matter. Like, what would they be looking at? Like, I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I'm Antoinette. I'm amazing. I'm that girl. One of a kind. I don't know why she thinks she can weigh me down. Like, it's the devil at work trying to ruin my mind and soul. Like, don't play with me. I am a child of God. Okay? I noticed that when I'm outside, I instantly want to go home and I want to walk super fast. And honestly, I don't even know what I'm trying to run away from, unless it's like that weird stalker from a few months ago. Anyway, that's another story time for another day. I even get worried about taking the trash out, and it's literally 1 minute from where I live. Or sometimes I go to Tesco to get food for the week, and that stresses me out too. And it's literally less than 5 minutes from where I live. Guys, I'm gonna say this as it is. Like, this is what my brain goes through on a daily basis. Also, when I'm in the house, you would think I feel a lot better, but no, I don't. I kind of feel the same, especially when I'm here in my room. I used to have an old blind. It had some gaps through it, like in between, and you could kind of see outside a little bit. And it used to really annoy me because I used to feel like somebody could see me. But luckily, I don't have that blind anymore. I got a new one now that covers everything, so I feel a lot better now. But the big question for me is, what am I scared about really? Even I don't know the answer to that. I also have this thing where my blind has to be closed 24/7. If it's not, my heart will not rest. Guess what's happening now? It's closed. The only way I can relax is if it's closed. I feel more at peace this way. I can open the window but not the blind. I know most people don't understand that. And my mom is always talking to me like, what's wrong with you? Why do you like living in darkness? It really frustrates her to the point where she's given up, and seeing that this makes me happy, then so be it. Do you guys understand me? I've only met one person who understands exactly what I'm saying, and they do the same thing. Me and that specific person are technically the same soul, just in different bodies. Anyway, if any of you guys are going through what I'm going through, let me know so I don't feel like I'm not normal. I can't believe I'm even telling you guys this now. You're gonna know exactly what happens in this brain of mine. Moving on to the signs of social anxiety. So, signs and symptoms. You always worry about doing something you think is embarrassing, such as blushing or appearing incompetent or sweating. You also find it difficult to do things when others are watching. You may feel like you're being watched and judged all the time. By the way, all this information, I found it on the NHS website. So, yeah, some of the things I've put in myself with my mind, but majority is basically from the website. But yeah, you might feel like you're being criticized, and you actually tend to like avoid eye contact most of the time. And you have low self-esteem as well. Often these symptoms can make you feel sick, or you start trembling, or you start sweating, and your heart rate increases like crazy. And you have panic attacks. For some people, their anxiety is that severe, they will start having panic attacks in public. And where you have panic attack, is like you have like an overwhelming fear and anxiety, usually only for a few minutes. But there's also some physical symptoms of social anxiety, such as an upset stomach, trouble catching your breath, dizziness or lightheadedness, feeling that your mind has gone blank. I mean, I literally have this all the time, but it's got nothing to do with my anxiety. I'm literally like that. I just forget things. I would not know what's going on. And every time I'm like, I'm confused. And then my friends are laughing at me like, you're always confused. But anyway, yeah, you have trouble catching your breath, and you have muscle tension, and or you start blushing, and your heart rate increases, like I said before. And yeah, so there are also a few causes of social anxiety, including the brain structure, like the way your brain is. I think this links to like genes or something. So a structure in the brain called the amygdala. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce this, but the amygdala. Oh my god. No, this is bad. But anyway, you get the point. May play a big role in controlling your fear response. So people have an overreactive whatever that is, may have a heightened fear response. So it causes them to for the anxiety to get worse or to increase, especially when they're outdoors in social situations. And the environment. So social anxiety disorder may be learned behavior. So yeah, basically some people may develop significant anxiety after an unpleasant or embarrassing social situation. So also they may be an association between social anxiety disorder and parents who either like model anxious behavior in social situations or are more controlling or overprotective with their children. So some parents they're basically saying your children will watch how you behave and how protective you are, and then it just causes them to have anxiety like constantly. However, there are some treatments available. So for example, there's cognitive behavioral therapy, which is also known as CBT, with a therapist, which is therapy that helps you identify negative thought patterns and behaviors and how you could possibly change them. This can be done with just you and the therapist, and your therapist basically, in a group or with your parents or carers. So a lot of people can be included into it. So that's great. So you could also do guided self-help, which involves working through a CBT-based workbook or an online course with regular support from a therapist, from a trained therapist, of course. And you could also have antidepressant medicines, usually a type of medicine called a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Wow, I'm proud. I'm actually proud. I didn't think I was going to say that properly. But yeah, so that's an antidepressant medicine. There's also there's different types, such as, oh gosh, I don't think I can pronounce this right. It's ESCITALOPRAM or CERTRALINE. So the first one I said was escitalopram or cetraline. Oh my goodness, please guys don't laugh at me, I'm trying. But you know what? I just, check it out so you can understand better what it's about. And these are usually not used to treat people under the age of 15. So if you're 14 or under, unfortunately, they cannot give you this. It is for people who are 15 years or over. And yeah, let's move on to getting support. There's different things you can do to get help. Apart from those treatments, you could... If you believe that you have social anxiety, it's best to seek help and support from your GP. No matter how severe your anxiety is, there's always plenty of support out there for you. I understand that it can be very uncomfortable or scary to open up and asking for help from your GP. But it's okay because your GP is there for you and to help you. So don't ever feel like what you're going to tell them in regards to how you're feeling is weird, because it's not weird or abnormal. Your GP is there to support you because, trust me, they have seen it all. And remember, there's no such thing as normal. Normally, once you have told your GP about your anxiety issues, they will refer you to a mental health specialist to start the process of a full assessment and discuss treatments that suit you best. And you can refer yourself directly to the NHS Psychological Therapies Services, also known as IAPT. This is perfect if you don't want a referral from a GP. And yeah, there's also other ways to reduce your anxiety, such as so basically there are various things you can do to help reduce your anxiety, including why you think you have social anxiety, or in other words, the cause of your anxiety. So maybe think about the past or something that has happened and trying to figure out why you have anxiety, or maybe why that could be what caused it from the beginning. So you could also try meditation. I know listening to a meditation video will not instantly make your anxiety go away, but you just never know. Give it a try. It's all about consistency. You have to do it every day to see some sort of improvement. And that's the same thing with things like exercise. So for the past few minutes, I've been talking about social anxiety in adults mainly, but I realized that children also have anxiety. and some of them don't even know what it is at the time. And the signs that they might have, the signs and symptoms could be fear. So I would say if you're a parent, just look out for these signs. I would say fear of going to school or taking part in classroom activities, being very reliant on their parents or carer, not asking for help at school when they need it, especially with their academic studies. And yeah, so just look out for that. And I also know that not everyone will understand anxiety or mental health in general, but it's best to look out for one another and not shut other people out because you may not understand mental health or putting too much of a label on it. That could be possible, but then let's not forget to be honest with ourselves, because you cannot ignore the facts. If you're not feeling okay, you are not feeling okay. If you're not feeling like yourself, you simply are not. And let's not try to make those people feel bad or feel like they're going crazy because they are not, or because you don't feel the same way. They just need extra support and care, that's all. And this is not to attack anybody, I'm just saying. But the last thing I want to say is, before you tell people that you have social anxiety, please make sure you have been clinically diagnosed. However, if you haven't, that doesn't mean how you're feeling is any less severe than the other person who has been diagnosed. And that is everything for today, guys. I know it's like super short, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you all next Monday. Have a productive and blessed week. Oh, before I forget, I put a few links at the bottom of the show notes, and to get advice and support or to find out more about the issues discussed, visit the websites I put here. The first one is Anxiety UK, and then there's NHS UK Social Phobia / Anxiety, Royal Medical Benevolent Fund. I don't know if I pronounced this right, but anyway, you can check it out. And the doctors, so that's like the doctor's charity. And there's Mayo Clinic, I don't know. There's also Healthline. And I also put a few apps that you could use. And just try them, because you never know. I also own these apps myself. I use them myself. So I use Smiling Mind, Fumo, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is actually one of the apps I linked in the last episode when I was talking about therapy. I know it doesn't really exactly like it. I don't know. It kind of is relevant, so just check it out. And I also have Daily Horoscope and #selfcare and the Holy Bible. Everybody has the Holy Bible, I'm pretty sure, the app. So whether they have an Android or iPhone, everybody has it. So yeah, check it out. I basically linked like a reading of anxiety. So if you click on that link, you'll be able to access that reading. And I also added a reading about anxiety about work. So yeah, when you're working, you can have anxiety because, I don't know, it's just work. You get stressed. So I just thought I'd add that there. And yeah, check it out. And I also added my anxiety playlist. Is it just me who has this? But I literally have an anxiety playlist. And not all the songs are super sad, but majority are. But I just like the playlist. It's a good playlist. So I added an anxiety I can't speak. I added an anxiety playlist. And yeah, guys, I think that is pretty much it. I will see you all in the next episode. Oh, and guys, please feel free to let me know what you want me to talk about for the next episode. Because it's okay. Let me know. I want to try different things. Maybe there's something I don't know about in the world. Just speak to me. Let me know. Maybe I could do one of the topics you picked on my next episode. Go ahead. It's okay. That's what I'm here for, to spread the word to the world. So yeah, that is all for today, guys. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye.